Alright, hello everyone, my name is Junglebook1, professional player for Luminosity Gaming Pokemon Unite, and 2 times world champion. And today I'd like to give y'all a quick guide on Power Up Punch Lucario. Honestly, Power Up Punch Lucario has been one of my favorite top lane picks in this meta right now, and just overall feels super solid, and more importantly, I think it's a good mon for newer players to kind of learn the role of top lane and what a top laner should be doing a lot of the time. For the emblem page, I'm going to be running a very standard 6 brown, 6 white page with as much attack and HP as possible. As long as you got the 6 white, 6 brown, and you're looking for this plus HP, plus attack ones, you'll be just fine. This page should do you just fine if you want to copy it exactly. After that, I would really recommend running the eject button on Lucario, whether you're top lane or bot lane or jungle. I think that the interactions that has with pup work very well. And I will go into that later more specifically. Finally, for the build, I think that these are the premier 3 items. I would not substitute out any of these items for anything else. Attack weight, muscle band, and weakness policy. Attack weight and weakness policy pretty much just work really well with Lucario in general because he scales so well with attack on his abilities. And muscle band really, I feel, kind of pieces it all together. You're really weaving in those boosted autos in between a lot of your abilities very often, as well as using it to farm around the map quicker. So I find that muscle band is kind of an essential throughout every game that I played. Of course, you're going to be wanting to use costume party style Lucario all the time. One of the coolest skins in the game, in my opinion. And I will just load it in real quick, show you how you probably want to play out the lane. Obviously, everything will be a little bit different, and then I'll show you some of the key mechanics of Lucario. So as you load into the game, you're going to be wanting to level up quick attack, always. I would never take the other ability Force Palm. Quick attack will simply let you clear quicker. So I'm going to walk up to the top lane where you will be playing Lucario most of the time. As soon as you can quick attack, you quick attack the first bunny. You're just going to be using autos. Depending on if you have another person with you, this will be pretty much the standard clear. You can keep autoing both and then finish it off like that. And as Lucario, since you are running the attack weight early game, is one of the best times to get those stacks in, because of the fact that you are so low on points. After that, you're going to be wanting to secure these bunnies. So what you're going to do a lot of time is you auto it twice, boosted auto, force palm, quick attack. And I know I didn't kill it there, but a lot of times the enemies will be autoing you as you're doing that. So if you're standing on top of the bunny, you will get it most of the time. You also have to factor in, any other instances of damage that might go on it. But as you play Lucario more, you will learn the secure rate, and you can kind of see that you'll get it down kind of like any other mon. So now that we have the lane in check, you get your attack weight stacks early ideally, and you have the Power Up Punch. Power Up Punch is both a really good move for catching out enemies, but also securing farms. So a lot of times what will happen is like all the small bees will die, birds, and then once you see it getting DPS down, you can start targeting your Power Punch and then secure the big bird. Once you get your level 7, you're going to want to take close combat every time with Power Punch, in my opinion. I find it to be very effective into almost any comp, especially because you can do things like boosted auto into immediate close combat, taking advantage of the CC that your boosted auto gives. You can also do things like Power Up Punch into immediate close combat. But the most common thing you'll see me doing is Power Up Punch, auto, close combat. Again, getting that value out of the muscle band, getting every kind of min-maxing and getting every little bit of damage that you can out of your kit. So again, Power Up Punch, auto, close combat will be kind of your bread and butter. Now I kind of want to talk about some combos at level 9. So let me level up twice here. And once you have your Unite move, for those of you who don't know, your Unite move will give you back cooldown on your Power Up Punch, as well as close combat. I forgot to mention that. So if you take a look, I'm going to use Power Up Punch on the dummy. You take a look at the cooldown, I use close combat. And for each tick that you hit, it actually gives you seconds off of your Power Up Punch. So what you'll see the best Lucario is doing quite often is Power Up Punch, auto, close combat, and then you don't have to auto again. You basically get another Power Up Punch. So you're gonna always want to use your close combat after you use pup. Pup is an abbreviation for Power Up Punch. So I'll show you that one more time. We're gonna Power Up Punch, auto, close combat, get Power Up Punch back. I didn't have the cooldowns off, but you can trust me, it works. And now the final step is to incorporate your Unite move into the combo. What you can do is Power Up Punch, and then if you ult, you see it has a similar effect. Watch the cooldown of my Power Up Punch once my Unite move hits. See how it takes off seconds of my Power Up Punch, and I have it up again instantly. So a pretty common combo you can do to get 3 Power Up Punches consecutively: Power Up Punch, auto, close combat, auto, Power Up Punch again, knock up, and then auto. And that will be kind of your highest DPS across a long fight. However, you won't always have the opportunity to use your Unite move right on top of them, and that is what you want to be doing with Lucario Unite move. You can see if I use it from very far, move damage is 2,886, whereas if I use it right on top, it's 3,848. So basically, if you're right on top of them, that's where you're going to be getting the maximum amount of damage from your Unite move. So that means that sometimes if you are using your Power Up Punch, you're just going to have to Unite move right away. So a lot of times I'll Power Up Punch, auto, and then Unite move right away off the knockup. And that will pretty much guarantee that you land most of your Unite move on the enemy, getting maximum damage. Then you can save your close combat for another use. So for example, you could do something like Power Up Punch, ult, auto, and then you get your Power Up Punch again. You pursue them, auto, close combat after that, and then you have your third pup here. So it's basically the same thing, just in a different sequence. Getting super creative with your Unite move is pretty essential to playing Lucario, and it's kind of something that you will pick up as you play it more. But a lot of things you can do you can be hiding in a bush for a while and wait for an enemy to walk up to the bush. So say you're invading the enemy jungle, Power Up Punch, close combat, you get your Power Up Punch again, use it again, and then you kind of anticipate that they're going to be coming to their blue buff kind of soon. You're going to wait in this bush, and let's say a Mewtwo comes strolling down this way, you just ult this way, and then you just Power Up Punch them, auto, close combat. You give them the works. So that is a good way to use the Unite move because it does have a bit of a charge time, obviously. But that being said, if you do what I said with just using pup as the CC and then ult, you will, 9 times out of 10 hit most of that Unite move. Another important thing about the Unite move is after you use your Unites, it empowers your next Power Up Punch to do more damage. You can kind of see that like blue energy kind of gravitating towards Lucario's charging fist. That indicates that you have the empowered pup, and you can keep this forever until you use that Power Up Punch. So let's say I Unite move all the way over here, and then I back. Let's just say I haven't used the pup yet. You see, I still have it, and I'll keep it until I use it. Once I use it, then it will go away, of course. And finally, I want to talk about the eject button. So why did I say that you want to use eject button on this Pokemon Lucario? Well, there are a few very tricky things you can do with this moveset with the eject button, which I think are actually essential to making Lucario work, especially against a lot of range mods with a lot of mobility. So the first thing is you can actually do Power Up Punch Flash. You see how you can redirect it like that? So I'm going to do it again for you. So you see how I'm aiming my pup to the side and then I eject and I'm still hitting the target dummy. It takes a bit to get used to. I would highly recommend, I still miss sometimes, don't worry. But I would recommend going to practice tool and practicing this over and over again. Really the repetition, I promise, will help you. But you can use it to do things like that where you really extend the range of your Power Up Punch. And it really catches people off guard when let's just say you're walking up towards this guy who's here and you're walking this way, you Power Up Punch this way, and you just surprise them with the eject, So that's a really good way to use eject on Lucario. On top of that, you can also use it with close combat where you can redirect where you are pointing it. So you can use this to extend the range, of course. Like let's say you do your pup auto combo and then you close combat and then they eject away. You can follow them with the eject move. On top of that, you could use it to where you're hitting someone here and then you want to switch directions after, and you can completely switch the direction. And just a little tip about that is whichever way you use your eject button, that's where Lucario will aim. So if I use my eject button to the left, he'll end up aiming to the left. If I use my eject button to the right, he'll end up aiming to the right, of course. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, super fun stuff you can do with the eject, and trust me, it can really catch people off guard. I haven't practiced it as much as I probably should have, but I will be practicing it more because I really do think that in this Mewtwo Y meta, I think that Lucario is seriously a top laner that can really threaten Mewtwo If you are able to land that power up punch on a Mewtwo and then get your combo off where you power up punch boosted auto ults, I really think it is one of the most effective top laners at interrupting Mewtwo, and a lot of times I have one shot Mewtwo's if they're not careful. So yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys.